And in Peru, hundreds of children from the Awajun Indigenous group have accused their teachers of sexual abuse. The alleged crimes took place at public schools in northern Peru, and a total of 524 cases of rape and abuse have been reported by both boys and girls, which date as far back as 2010. The incidents came to light after a representative from the Awajun community publicly revealed the troubling allegations last month. The community's representative says 60% of the victims likely have been infected with AIDS, and that many of the teenage girls are either pregnant or single mothers.
There
are 524 reports to teachers for raping female students with 60% of probability of AIDS infection to teenagers. We also have a lot of pregnant teenagers and single mothers with AIDS. It must be intervened now, it's urgent. I am outraged because we don't see justice. If the state doesn't provide justice, we will apply it on our own.
Now, Awajun representatives say that men getting married to a teenager or a child is accepted in their culture. However, sexually abusing them as children is not tolerated.
In the Awajun culture, you could get married to a teenager or a child that was born and grew up, but they waited until she was mature to marry them, but not raping them when they're minors. This has happened. Never have children been raped because of a cultural thing. This hasn't happened. We've defended boys and girls.
Now, the Peruvian government has launched an investigation into the alleged crimes. However, the announcement of a probe came only after two government ministries provoked widespread anger by equating the alleged abuse with the culture of the indigenous community. Even the Prime Minister of Peru said it was a cultural practice before making clear that he was against it.
We said abuse to minors is in no way justifiable. But we should also bear in mind, I don't know how to put it so that my answer is not inappropriate, but it's a cultural practice that also happens within these communities. Yet, I want to be clear with that. Nothing can justify any violation of boys, girls, and teenagers' well-being.
Now, the government has said that all the victims will in fact receive psychological help and HIV treatment. And Peru's Human Rights Grievance Department has called for the accused teachers to be immediately removed from the schools where they teach. From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.